Hey everyone, this is Rich with Crawl Zone RC, and this is our first video of the upgrade series for the Jeep Wrangler G6 Falken Edition. Now, what we're going to be doing is installing some metal links. Now these are supposed to stiffen up the suspension, help it so that it doesn't bend under pressure, and help the steering a little bit better. Now I was always one to just jump right in and link up the full truck because people told me that's what I should do. And I never really found out why. So, what I'm going to do is show you exactly why. Now the links, mind you, these are not bad links. This is not a bad setup. This truck will run great stock right from the factory. You don't need any upgrades. They're not necessary. Now, this video is just going to show you things that I feel can improve different areas of the vehicle. And one area are these links. These links are plastic. And when it comes up under pressure, they can bend. And now I'm not trying hard to bend these. And if it bends right here, you could bend your drive shaft as well as your shocks. And that is not good. Back two. See that? That's not good. The other area that definitely needs improvement is this steering link right here. This is really soft plastic. Now flexible plastic is good on some RCs, mainly fast ones. So when you run into something, things don't break. With these, they're not going fast enough to break anything. So this, to me, is definitely an area that needs some reinforcement. So let's dive in and start doing the links. Okay, so here are the links for the SCX10 G6. Now this is a 12-inch wheelbase. Right there. There's the part number. There's the company. Now, I've always taken the approach that factory upgrades are pretty close to being the best because factory knows what the exact specifications are. And with this, you don't have any guessing game. You know exactly what size links that you need. Now, stock, the back is a 4-link setup. The front is a 3-link. With this triangulated piece right here. All of my SCX10s are 4-linked front to rear. I've done that myself. The kit comes with all of the parts. You get extra links. You also get an extra truss that goes on top of the axle. You don't need any extra parts. With this, I'm going to start off with a 3-link. I want to see the pros and cons and see if I need to actually upgrade to the 4-link suspension. Now, one thing I have to say, and this is not because Axial is my favorite RC company, but their instructions are second to none. They have this laid out so you know exactly what size you need to use for your links. And they just have beautiful step-by-step instructions. Now, one thing that I have found personally with the 3-link is this area right here. It's telling you that it needs to go this way. If you can see that. The big end pointing towards the back of the truck. But when you're doing something difficult, this can actually pull through this hole in the brace. So what I've done is I've flipped it so that the big part is facing towards the front of the truck. That way it cannot pull through this hole, and this is big enough that it's going to block and not be pulled through the other way. So that's a tip if you're going to go the 3-link route. Okay, one big tip while putting these together is you have these set screws and the ball ends. And in these set screws, there's a hole so that your hex driver will fit right in here. And you take this and put it into the plastic end because it really tightens down. I had to learn the hard way a long time ago that this is the proper way to do it. If you put it in the aluminum way first and then put it onto the plastic part, then if you ever have to change these out, there's a way, but it ruins the set screw. So my suggestion, put it in the plastic part first. Okay, so the front 3-link is done and it already looks so much better and feels 100% better. It's so smooth when it's moving up and down. Really nice. Now on to the rear end. Alright, front and rear links are done and already it's looking better and it feels a lot smoother. The travel is just, it doesn't bind at all. And one thing I noticed, which I haven't seen with any other kit, like other links that I have, is right here. Is that bend that they put in those. I don't know if that's to help with the geometry a little bit better or free up the suspension, but for me it works and it looks good. Now on to the steering links. And the steering links are done. Now the steering links are universal with all SCX10 kits. They are all the same size. So this is a 6x106mm link on here. And it looks good and no flex whatsoever. And they have it mounted up top so you have better clearance right here to get up and over stuff. And we are done. Front and rear links. Front steering link, and already it feels like a totally different truck. It's very quiet, very smooth articulation, even with just the 3-link up in the front. Now, like I said, these upgrades are not necessary for this thing to perform good. And upgrade video number 1 is done. Now stay tuned for next week when we do video number 2, and we will be doing some more great upgrades. So subscribe if you haven't, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't.